Now the next topic is orbital equation. In orbital equation we discuss about two cases. First is circular orbit and second is elliptical orbit. In circular orbit, previously we defined that x square plus y square is equal to p square, and general equation of circle is x square plus y square is equal to r square. So p is the radius and the value of p is j square upon mk. So first topic is total energy of moving particle. We know that eccentricity E is equal to root of 1 plus 2 E j square upon mk square, which is we defined in previous lecture. Square both side and separate the values, then we get energy E is equal to mk square upon 2 j square E square minus 1, and in circle we know that eccentricity is 0, then energy is minus mk square upon 2 j square. So in the circular orbital, total energy of the moving particle is always negative. Second topic is, we know that angular momentum j is equal to I omega and I is moment of energy, that is mr square, and we previously we defined p is equal to j square upon mk. Put the value of j is m square r4 omega square upon mk, cancel all the values and we get r is equal to m square r4 omega square upon mk. We know that p is the radius, so we write p is r, and here m square r4 omega square upon mk, cancel r to r and m to m, then we get k is equal to m r cube and omega square, which is here, and here omega square is k upon m r cube. We know that time period is t upon 2 pi by omega, square both side and put the value of omega square from equation 4. Then we get t square is equal to 4 pi square m upon k and r cube, and this term is constant, so t square is proportional to r cube, and equation 5 define the Kepler's third law. So in circular orbit, the time period of moving particle is directly proportional to radius of circle. And next, velocity of particle, and we know that relation between linear velocity and angular velocity, which is v is equal to omega r, and put the value of omega from equation 4, which is under root k upon m r cube, and if we take this r inside the bracket, then r square and r square से एक r cancel, then k upon m r cube, and k upon m is an constant quantity, so v is inversely proportional to square root of r. So in circular orbit, velocity of the moving particle is inversely proportional to square root of radius. Now the next case is for elliptical orbit, and in previously lecture we defined this equation, x plus x naught square upon a square plus y square upon b square is equal to 1, where a is semi major axis, which is p upon 1 minus e square, and b is semi minor axis, which is p upon root of 1 minus e square, and we know that p is equal to j square upon mk, and eccentricity E is equal to 1 plus 2 e j square upon mk square power 1 by 2. If we put the value of eccentricity and p, then we get a is equal to minus k upon 2e, but here we take positive sign, which is we define later, that why we take positive sign here. Then first topic is time period of particle, And in previous lecture we defined that according to Kepler's second law, aerial velocity of the moving particle under central force is constant, which is dA upon dt half is equal to half r square d theta upon dt is equal to j upon 2m is constant. So dA upon dt is equal to j upon 2m, and if we integrate both sides, then we get area is equal to jt upon 2m. Now area of ellipse which is, if we define about circle, this is the circle and this is radius r and r, and if we define the area of circle which is pi r and r, that is pi r square, and in elliptical path this is the A semi minor axis, sorry, semi major axis, and B which is semi minor axis. So area is pi A and B. So here we get two areas from equation 1 and equation 2. So all, if from equation 1 and 2 we get jt upon 2m is equal to pi ab, then time period t is equal to 2 pi m ab upon j, where a is semi major axis and b is semi minor axis. Put the value of a and b, then we get t is equal to, and here we take positive sign of a because time period never negative. So here we take positive sign, put the values and calculate, then we get t square is equal to pi square k square m upon 2e cube, and from here a is equal to k upon 2e. So energy E is equal to k upon 2a. Put the value of energy k upon 2a here. So we get k cube upon 8a cube. Solve all the values and we get t square is equal to 4 pi square m k a cube, that is constant term. So t square is proportional to a cube, that is the Kepler's third law. So according to Kepler's law, in elliptical path time period of moving particle is proportional to third power of semi major axis, and it is also clear that time period does not depend on semi minor axis B. Now second is velocity of particle. If particle moves in elliptical path, if particle or planet moves in elliptical path, then it shows linear velocity and angular velocity both, and we know that linear velocity is Vr, which is change in displacement with respect to time, and angular velocity we know that V is equal to omega r, and omega is d theta upon dt r, which is angular velocity v theta. We put the values v r and v theta in equation 1, then we get v is equal to root of dr upon dt whole square plus r square d theta upon dt whole square, and this term comes from, if we define that velocity v is equal to v r in r cap direction plus v theta in theta cap direction, and if we take modulus this, then root of v r square plus v theta square. Now according to energy conservation, previously we defined that total energy of particle is half m dr upon dt whole square plus j square upon 2m r square minus kr, that is kinetic energy, and this is rotational energy, and this is potential energy. And here we know that j is equal to I omega and I is m r square and omega is d theta upon dt. Put the value here, we get this, cancel out all the term, and from both term we take common half m, then dr upon dt plus r square d theta upon dt whole square minus k by r. And from equation second we know that this quantity is equal to V, which is here equation second. So E is equal to half mv square minus kr, and this term goes to left side, the negative sign become positive, and half mv square is equal to E plus kr, E plus k upon r, and v square is equal to 2 upon m E plus kr. And if we replace this square, then this term in square root. And now we know that A is equal to minus k upon 2e. Previously we take positive sign because time period never negative, so we take this quantity as positive. And now A is equal to minus k upon 2e, then E is equal to minus k upon 2a. Put this value, then we get V is equal to root of 2m minus k upon 2a plus k upon r. We take common k, then velocity is under root 2k upon m 1 upon r minus 1 upon 2a. And energy is here, energy is E is equal to minus k upon 2a. So we also can say that in elliptical path total energy of particle is also depend on A. A is semi major axis, is also depend on semi major axis. So here this topic is completed. Thank you.